and welcome back to our Let's Play of Demon's Souls. I am Chubby Cheez-It, the latter half of the Three Hard Runners. And today, we're going to go through, which is in my opinion, is the hardest level of the game, 4-2. I apologize to anybody who's actually been watching this Let's Play intently. I don't know if anybody has or not, but the reason why I haven't gotten any videos out lately of any kind is, well, I'm sick. And this is the first day that I've actually had a speaking voice, so I hope that anybody who's listening to this understands, and let's get this on the way. The reason why I believe this is the hardest level is, well, for several reasons. One, this is the level that actually gave me the most trouble at the very beginning of this game. I actually had to stop playing at this point, too. These death guys here can be quite a pain in the ass, and they're spellcasters, and all of the guys that are walking around down here that are ghosts, basically, respawn until that thing dies. So that's one of the tough things that's actually about it. The other thing that's tough is on the outside of this, the manta rays are flying around, and the manta rays shoot at you the entire time. And I didn't realize this at the time that I actually beat the level, but if you actually use the thief string, then they can't see you, and then they don't attack you. But the first time I actually played through this level, I just kept getting killed again and again and again, because not only are the manta rays outside, but there are skeleton enemies as well that are out to kill you. It's very, very tough if you don't use the thief string. So that's my biggest recommendation from this level is use the thief string throughout this whole level, including on the boss. We're not going to be getting there in this video for quite a while, because at this time I was still trying to make this a speed run, or a pseudo speed run, I guess is the best way for it. So I was running through this level as fast as I could. So right here I nearly get killed like 5 times. So just oops. That actually surprised me when I first played this, because I was trying to fight the guy, and then I stepped on that, and then I nearly die when I come out of it, which is funny. Death, yep, right, like I said right there. Death basically has 2 really tough attacks. He can shoot you like that, and then he does this big swipe. And I guess I did die on this one for the first time. What do you know? I completely forgot about that. So I actually died twice in this video, which is funny. But there's a shortcut on that bridge. You don't exactly have to walk down like I did. I was just trying to get some souls and whatnot. But you can just drop off the bridge, and it'll bring you right in front of that platform. I'm going to use a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes because I don't feel like having half health through any of this. In fact, this is one of the playthroughs that I've had where I actually used quite a few Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. I'm usually pretty good at not dying, but I just had some issues this time. So as you can see, I just fall straight down. Boom, takes a little bit of damage from me. I walk around this corner and hide and eat some health, I think. Actually, no, I grab my catalyst here, and I put warding up, which will help a little bit. It won't help too much with the spells, but it'll definitely help me with the other things, because as you can see, it just against, you know, spells, it doesn't do too much. So we'll heal myself up, and I just charge in, and they're really not that big of a deal. Like I said, it's just it's if you get caught off guard, then you're done for with those guys. And like I said, later on in this video, you're gonna see a stupid mistake that I make around one of those guys. But I think I died a total of 4 times in this world, which was funny because the last time I actually played through it by myself without recording, I didn't die at all. But of course, we all know that that's because of the Let's Play curse. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're playing a Let's Play and you're trying to do a game correctly, it doesn't work out. Anyways, you come back here and you meet this idiot back here. He kicks you down, and this is one of the unique places in this game. There is up top of the rock a special curved sword, and you can get that sword. It's pretty good. It does a lot of bleed damage. You can get that sword If you have pure white tendency, but if you don't have a pure white tendency in this, then you can't get it. And of course, here's one of the guys you have to free down here.
Heavens! Well,
he's one of the priests.
But how
I just flipped through this really quickly. Didn't really care. He can teach you a lot of spells that you have to use your. Oh crap! What's it called? I'm not doing very good today, guys. I'm sick. Sorry. It's the other thing from the Catalyst. He teaches you spells for that kind of thing. I don't really use him all that much. I mean, there's a couple of things that I could have used, like he has things that can get rid of poison, you can heal yourself and stuff like that. But there's almost no point for that. And as you can see, I'm actually checking the tendencies there to see if I can actually get that sword, which I can't. But the hitless is in this level as well, and you don't have a tendency to do that. So I just I'm planning on trying to get that. I was actually worried at this point that I might not be able to actually get that that sword, but you don't have to have tendencies to be able to go get that. So we're gonna walk out here, and the first thing that I did here was I took out my bow, because the easiest thing to do here is to kill this guy who's right around the corner here, because there's gonna be two other skeleton guys with swords that are gonna come flying after you. And if you don't kill this guy here, then you might get killed at this next part. This next part isn't too terribly hard. Just you gotta block and stuff, and it's like I said, you just be patient around these corners. And like I said, as you can see, I actually have the Thief's Ring equipped, and those guys aren't shooting at me. So, and sometimes if you do this the correct way, you can get both of them to roll at you, and I took out him very nicely. You can get both of these guys to roll at you, and the one that's just roll at me now, if you pull back fast enough, he will fall off the ledge. So that's a recommendation, so you can try to do that. It gets a little bit more difficult with this spot here. You're going to see me pull out my bow and try to lure these guys over. Now, if you didn't have your Thief's Ring on, these guys would come charging after you, which is cool and stuff. And as you can see, I'm testing my rolling powers and stuff so I can get out of the way quickly. But what you have to do is you have to hit this guy and let him come after you. He's going to turn around, and as soon as he turns around, well, not here, but as soon as he turns around, you shoot him again. Of course, me being an idiot doesn't do that. So, shoot him again. Shot him in the ass. He's gonna come up here. And at this point, I'm gonna go try to pull him myself. Like I said, having the Thief's Ring on helps, so you can pull them individually. These guys aren't too terribly hard to kill. Their swords do a lot of damage, and they also take a lot of your stamina away. So if you're using a shield, keep an eye on your stamina, because you can get destroyed by these guys really quickly. They don't take a lot of hits until they get into New Game Plus. New Game Plus is just utterly crazy. So as you can see, the way I do it is I block with my shield, which I'm using the purple fire shield right now, at least until a little bit later, because then I just switch back to my Adjudicator shield. Switch back to my Adjudicator shield. Switch back to my Adjudicator shield. At that point, I had actually forgotten to bring another shield with me, which blocks magic, so I'm a little worried here. So I believe I end up casting warding on myself so that I don't get killed in one hit by these guys down here who have these magic casting spells. Yeah, there we go. These guys can be a little annoying, and I don't get killed by one of these things, but one of these things does cause a death of mine. So as you can see, it takes about half your health away. That would have killed me if I didn't have my warding spell up. So I'm gonna go ahead and run down here, and this time I get lucky and the guy doesn't cast it. That's because I got close enough to him that he doesn't have a chance to get it, so I just slice him. Done. Now, there's a little trick that I usually use around here that yeah, it didn't work and I die. And that's going to be the end of the episode. I am Chubby Cheese and 3 Heart Runners. Have fun.